Hello and welcome to the Gentleman's Podcast with me, Luke Blair.
Isaac Spencer.
The one and only Brandon Denny.
And today we will be looking at targeting an audience.
That should be fun. So the first question we have is, how have the films you've looked at targeted their audience?
Well, genre's one
So let's
of them.
just refresh. My films are James Bond, Spectre and Goodfellas.
Yeah. Mine's Jungle Book and 28 Days Later.
Mine are Deadpool and Legend.
Which, by the way, I still haven't seen any of them.
Well, you know what you should do?
Well, to watch them.
Yeah. It normally helps, when we're doing stuff like this.
Yeah. that's
Unlike,
true.
saying that I haven't watched Spectre all the way through yet because I got bored.
Yes. Yeah, you have to
It's
watch
Disney
it
film.
for it to be
Yeah,
good.
but Isaac's not seen Star Wars.
I have seen Star Wars.
We've
I
not
just said I don't like Star Wars. Remember, we've been over this last time and I'm not debating. Right, we're going off topic.
In like Goodfellas and Spectre, actually, there's a lot of guns in it, and that can attract
Okay.
people. So like in trailers, they'll put like, I'm shooting guns at people who like guns will think, I like that, I will see that.
A lot of Americans can reference to that.
So can a few British people because Legend's got a lot of guns and action in it as well.
Well, like in Goodfellas, they only have like gangsters, they only have like pistols.
Yeah, so's Legend because it's set in England.
But Spectre, they have like machine guns and fucking rocket launchers and stuff.
Because it's MI6.
Yeah.
Spies and shit.
Violence also engages an audience because most people, most fellas like to see a good action fight and
Some women like to see
explosions.
a good fight as well.
yeah.
And a lot of the audience like to have that escapism, don't they?
Yeah,
During
yeah.
the films.
Because it's better than what they see in real life.
Exactly.
For some people anyway.
Well, that's-
And as well, they can put themselves in that situation.
Yeah.
That's how directors really make a film. They just have a lot of explosions in them.
Yeah. Hashtag Michael Bay.
It's basically every Fast and Furious film.
Well, no, the last half of them. The
Yeah.
first-
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The first three, they're like the only good ones.
yeah. Nah, the rest
The
of
newer
them
ones are just
They're good, but just...
explosions.
gone off topic a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Street racing
Yeah.
to bank heists.
to falling out of like 100 feet buildings and landing in another one safely. It's like,
Going to Dubai and Bugatti robbing a hypersport fucking one kind car and smashing it all. So yeah, strong language also is aimed at young people because young people
yeah, they can relate to that character as well. Yeah, they feel like it's appropriate to use that language in everyday terms.
The target audience for Goodfellas is it's not going to be young people, but it's young adults, like range of 18 to 30s, because there's people getting shot and it shows the actual wounds, so like probably scare little kids. So that's probably why it starts at 18.
I think that's the same for my two films. I think both of them are for anyone over 18 plus because people that haven't seen like the original Cray films maybe like just want to get into the new Legend, but older people who watch like the Crays in the cinema may think it's the remake, so they may be drawn to it that way.
That's very similar to Jungle Book. That links to the older audience and it also invites newcomers, like you said.
Yeah. Also, Spectre, like in like all the trailers and stuff, they show like the fast cars and new Aston Martin stuff like that, which obviously would attract a lot of males because they're from male. Like,
Fast
Yeah, it's like
cars
a
and
dream
women.
male's car.
yeah. See, it's a one of a kind, just made for Spectre. People obviously.
I think you make like 8 Spectre
Yeah,
because they like to smash them up.
smash 7 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Could just give one to me. Yeah, advertising for free.
Also, like in Bond films, like in everyone, there's always a Bond girl, which is obviously interesting to males.
Yeah.
And
So-
sometimes females, come on.
Yeah,
We don't
true.
discriminate on this podcast.
No, we are gentlemen,
Yes.
of course. So we don't do any of that.
Already
shit.
that name's sexist.
It's not sexist.
I know it's not, don't worry.
Yeah, so it mainly does attract men. Yeah.
Shall we move on to the second point then?
Yeah.
So why do you think they target them in this way?
Well, obviously they want some more money and some more viewership. Obviously,
Well, yeah, obviously.
it's all about the mullah.
Just gonna state the obvious. Woo!
Yeah. Well, the more money you get, more profit you can
And more
use that
films you
to
can make.
Yeah,
and
more
they can
films.
sell more merchandise as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
true.
can actually distribute. With the more money you've got, you can distribute all over the world.
That's true, in more places. Also, like, if they have any money, the more money they make, the more they'll have for like the next film, so that they might be able to start doing 3D video films and stuff like that.
Yeah, because Legend actually set up like a shop with different pictures from the films where people just go in for free before the film was announced. So they got like a massive base in London about it, and then that just sort of spread over Twitter and Instagram. So that was obviously for like free advertising.
It's like out for Deadpool, with the Twitter.
Yeah, because they had the
Yeah.
emojis, didn't they?
Yeah.
And the hashtag. But
And now you can like buy cups of Deadpool
Yeah.
and T-shirts now.
Yeah,
so
for
it shows that.
Spectre, they have all like bloody hashtags and stuff, so when people are getting excited for when it comes out.
don't James Bond like own Sony Xperia? Like he
Yeah,
had
I
that
think so.
whole big advertising thing. But
Yeah.
that might not have been for Spectre, it might have been for Skyfall. Can't remember.
Right, actually, true.
Publicity and marketing.
How have the films you've looked at been publicised and marketed?
It's a social media. It's a good way for them to spread the publicity of the film.
Yeah, that's very big now. But
Yeah.
during the December for Spectre 2014, a press conference was announced for the start of filming. Aston Martin and Eon Films unveiled the new DB10 as the official car for the film, which obviously would be like publicised by people in the news and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it just shows that they can even spread rumours about the film. Countdowns towards when the film's going to be released.
Yeah, Deadpool
And
did
as well
that.
teasers.
Yeah, Deadpool did like the 12 days of Deadpool before it was announced.
Oh,
where they
okay.
just released like different videos every
Yeah.
day. Yeah, quite funny. Worth a watch if you've got some spare time, like 20 minutes.
It's like that with
Yeah.
Jungle Book
Obviously,
as well.
listen to the end of this first. Plus the first one again, and the second one again, and third one again.
But yeah, Jungle Book did that. Like part of teaser trailers. And for anyone who still hasn't seen the film, they recommend that you go and watch it via the Twitter or even Facebook.
Yeah.
And as well, you can share. They want the fans to share it as well.
Yeah.
So they gain more of a fan base.
Yeah. And they also
As a
do
whole.
like interviews with people from the film, like at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I'm guessing it was a Deadpool type of
Most
thing. 'cause
likely.
It's a superhero film, it's
Yeah.
anti-hero film.
Going back to the Spectre, talking about the DB10, which I've been talking a lot about, but it's very nice. When they did like a collaboration with Aston Martin, to make because there's a lot of Aston Martin Bond cars. There've only been 10 being produced, especially for Spectre, as a celebration of the 50th anniversary of the company's association with the franchise. So that's why they brought a special car. But I thought when they brung it out, the DB10 just for Spectre, they was gonna bring that out later for people to buy, but it just turns out.
Oh, so it was just a model from the film.
Yeah, just for the film.
Yeah.
Which obviously Aston Martin can also say on social media about publicise it as well.
And I bet you in a couple of months they'll probably do one as a competition or something.
Yeah, well, if you hear about a brand new car that's coming out by Aston Martin, they do nice fast cars, you'd also want to know what it is, obviously. Also, on 13th of March, several members of the cast and crew, including previous James Bond actor Sir Roger Moore, appeared in a sketch written by David Walliams in the Dawson Brothers for comic release, Red Nose Day on BBC One. In the sketch, they filmed like a behind-the-scenes mockumentary on the filming of Spectre, which obviously people will find that funny and think, oh, I'll watch Spectre as well, yeah. Also, social media is a big thing because they had their own Instagram account, and when they was filming it, they had like pictures of filming. So I showed one with James Bond with a gun, like walking through the bottom of MI6, which was pretty good.
They had one of them for Deadpool, but it was obviously like Deadpool doing like stupid stuff. Like there was one where he was helping a woman give birth and stuff, and he just had like a baby in his hand.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Well, for Goodfellas, it was hard to kind of advertise than it is now because there's no like social media wasn't out then, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. So they would have just had to like put up posters, I guess, to publicise it.
And maybe trailers in like cinemas.
Yeah. So like when you go to cinemas and you see a film, there's about an hour worth of adverts before it. So.
Yeah, exactly an hour.
And then you can't exactly not watch it 'cause it's a massive screen in front of you. So.
So it's like forcing
Well,
the
there is-
advertisement
there's-
across to the audience.
Yeah, there is good.
And you get
Yeah,
that
there are
one
the
person
ones.
on the phone.
Yeah, even though it tells you numerous times.
You throw minstrels at him.
Oh, and also as Luke was saying before about the DB10, they did put up one for sale to
Hey.
publicise the car, like in the film.
Okay, we'll move on to distribution. What is meant by the term distribution?
Well, it's a process of making a movie available for viewing by an audience.
Yeah, and it's the way it's spread out and shared among a group of people or area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and companies like the BBFC and NPAA, if you don't know what that is, that's pretty much the American version. Decide what's appropriate for this certification of releasing the films.
Well, this isn't. Go on. Sorry.
No, that's it.
Well, this is normally the task of a professional film distributor who would determine the marketing strategy for the film.
Who distributes your films?
Century Fox Light. Searchlight, sorry.
I think for
That's for the Jungle Book, sorry. Yeah.
can't remember what it was for Goodfellas. I think it was like Warner Brothers or something.
I think it was, I remember seeing that.
Something to do with James Bond. It was Eon like films or something.
Well, for Deadpool, it was 20th Century Fox, and for Legend, it was Universal Pictures.
Going back to the distributing films, Goodfellas premiered at the 47th Venice International Film Festival, where Scorsese received the Silver Lion Award for Best Director, because in 1990 it was pretty big, and it was distributed by Warner Bros. Spectre was distributed by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and Columbia Pictures. The last question, what is different about the distribution process of each film? Well, Spectre would have been shown at more cinemas because it's part of a franchise and it's more popular more popular. Seeing as there's been about really like 20, 30 James Bonds. Whereas Goodfellas is it's a good film.
But it was more in America because it's about American gangsters.
Yeah, well, seeing as it was made in 1990, it wouldn't have been shown at a load of cinemas because like films and sound effects and all that stuff in the media wasn't as big back then as it is now.
It's like how Deadpool was distributed all over the world because it's superhero films. Everyone likes superheroes.
Yeah.
But Legend, because it's about British gangsters, morally based, all in the UK.
Yeah, with it being more of a British film.
Oh,
Just
with yours, like your Jungle Book, that's
that's worldwide.
Half of it is like animated, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's your film again?
28 Days Later.
So that wouldn't be many effects in it, would it? As
As
Jungle
well.
Book.
Because back then as well, with it much older, the 3D wasn't as effective.
Okay, well,
Is that it for today?
yes.
Yes.
Oh.
This has been the Gentleman's Podcast. Thank you and good night.